Welcome, explorers of the past, to a journey back in time. We stand at the threshold of a world shrouded in mystery, a civilization that rose from the banks of the Nile and left an indelible mark on human history. Today, we step out of the blinding sun and into the cool, hallowed halls of a temple that has stood for over 3,000 years. The air here is thick with the weight of ages, every shadow holds a story, and every carving speaks of gods, pharaohs, and a people who believed in an eternal afterlife. What secrets lie hidden within these walls? What truths are waiting to be rediscovered? Join us as we peel back the layers of time and venture into the heart of ancient Egypt. As we move deeper, the scale of this place is almost overwhelming. These colossal columns, like a forest of stone, reach towards the heavens. Each one is a masterpiece, covered from top to bottom with intricate hieroglyphs. This isn't just decoration, it's a library etched in stone. These symbols tell the stories of epic battles, sacred rituals, and the divine lineage of the pharaohs who built this sacred complex. Imagine the hands that carved these images, the priests who chanted their hymns in this very hall, the pharaoh believed to be a living god who walked these same stone floors. The sunlight that pierces through the high openings in the ceiling creates what the Egyptians called a path of the gods, illuminating the dust motes dancing in the air like ancient spirits. It's a breathtaking sight, designed to inspire awe and connect the mortal world with the divine. Let's take a closer look at these carvings. Here, we see the jackal-headed god Anubis weighing a heart against a feather. This is the crucial moment in the Egyptian afterlife, the weighing of the heart ceremony. If the deceased's heart was lighter than the feather of Mat, the goddess of truth and justice, they were granted eternal life. If not, their soul was devoured by a terrifying beast. This belief system was the very foundation of Egyptian society. It governed how they lived, how they died, and why they built these monumental structures. These temples weren't just places of worship. They were machines for eternity, designed to ensure the cosmic order was maintained and the pharaoh's journey to the afterlife was successful. Every detail, from the orientation of the temple to the specific scenes depicted on the walls, had a profound magical and religious purpose. The architects of this civilization were masters of engineering and astronomy. How did they, without modern technology, raise these massive stone blocks, some weighing over 50 tons, to such incredible heights? How did they align their temples so perfectly with the solstice sun or specific constellations? These questions have puzzled historians and engineers for centuries. Theories range from vast systems of ramps and levers to the ingenious use of water and sand. The precision is astonishing. On certain days of the year, a single ray of sun penetrates the darkness to illuminate a specific statue in the deepest, most sacred part of the sanctuary. This was no accident. It was a carefully calculated celestial event, a divine sign affirming the pharaoh's power and his connection to the sun god, Ra. This fusion of science, art, and religion is what makes ancient Egypt so endlessly fascinating. Here, within a sealed shrine, was a golden statue of the deity. Daily rituals were performed to care for the god, waking it in the morning, clothing it, and offering it food and drink. These were not symbolic acts. The Egyptians believed the god's spirit literally inhabited the statue. The well-being of the entire nation was thought to depend on the proper execution of these rituals. The fate of Egypt rested within this small, dark chamber. Standing here, you can almost feel the silent, concentrated power that this space once held. But not all the stories are written on the main walls. Look closer, in the forgotten corners and along the lower registers. Here we find graffiti left not by modern tourists, but by ancient visitors, priests, soldiers, and scribes from later periods, even Greek and Roman travelers who, like us, were awestruck by these ruins. They carved their names, their prayers, and their impressions. These markings are a direct, personal link to the people of the past. They remind us that this wasn't just a sterile monument. It was a living, breathing place that evolved over centuries. Dynasties rose and fell, gods came in and out of favor, and languages changed. But this temple endured, accumulating layers of history like rings on a tree. Each mark tells a human story of awe, devotion, or simply the desire to be remembered. The decline of this great civilization was not a sudden event, but a slow fading over centuries. The rise of new powers, economic struggles, and shifting religious beliefs led to the eventual abandonment of these temples. The old gods fell silent. The sands of the desert, which for so long were held at bay, began to reclaim what was theirs. For nearly 2,000 years, these magnificent structures were buried, their secrets forgotten, their language unreadable. They became the stuff of legend, mysterious ruins in a desolate landscape. It wasn't until the 19th century that a new age of exploration began, and the world started to rediscover the wonders that lay sleeping beneath the sand. The key to unlocking this lost world was the Rosetta Stone, discovered in 1799. It contained the same decree written in 3 scripts: hieroglyphics, Demotic script, and ancient Greek. By comparing the known Greek text to the mysterious Egyptian symbols, the French scholar Jean-François Champollion was finally able to crack the code. It was a monumental breakthrough. Suddenly, the silent carvings on temple walls and papyrus scrolls began to speak again after millennia of silence. A direct voice from the ancient past was restored. We could finally read their stories, understand their beliefs, and hear their names. The work of archaeologists and linguists since then has allowed us to reconstruct this incredible world with ever-increasing detail and accuracy. As we stand here today, surrounded by these towering remnants of a bygone age, we are reminded of both the incredible achievements and the ultimate impermanence of human civilization. The ancient Egyptians strived for eternity, and in many ways, they achieved it. Their legacy is not just in stone and gold, but in the ideas they gave the world, concepts of statehood, monumental architecture, and a profound inquiry into life, death, and the cosmos. They inspire us to look at our own world and ask what we will leave behind. What will future generations find when they uncover the ruins of our time? What stories will our creations tell? The shadows are growing longer in the temple, and our time here is coming to an end. The sun sets over the Nile, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, the same spectacle the Pharaohs witnessed thousands of years ago. The great temples fall back into shadow, their secrets once again held close in the desert night, but they are no longer lost. They wait for the next sunrise, for the next explorer, for the next person to stand in awe and listen to the whispers of eternity. Our journey into the past has shown us that while empires may crumble, the quest for meaning, the drive to create, and the wonder of the human spirit are truly timeless. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of ancient Egypt. If you've been captivated by these ancient mysteries, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more journeys into the world's most incredible historical sites. Until next time, keep exploring.